2023 is already almost done, and yet another month has passed without you building a successful Shopify store. But at the same time, I can't blame you, because with so much content surfacing the internet, how are you even supposed to know what strategies work and what strategies don't? So that's why I decided to create a complete step-by-step guide giving you literally everything you need to know going into 2024 to build a successful e-commerce brand. In this video, I'm gonna hash out the exact things I do to run my own e-commerce brand that consistently get me results like this. And it's not just me, but these strategies have helped my students build their brands from scratch and absolutely take off. Building an e-commerce brand is getting easier, but with more people getting in on it, you've got to really differentiate yourself in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to show you how to do just that and build something unique that'll have you thanking yourself in the future when you're actually making bank. All right, let's get into what makes an ideal product for building a brand in 2024. So here is what you need to look out for. First off, we're not just looking for products that look good. They need to either offer a novel solution to a common problem or possess an undeniable wow factor. So think about products that at first glance make your audience say, "I've never seen anything like it before." Next, the key is to tap into markets where customers are deeply invested. So think passionate communities. We're looking at areas where people are buying into a part of their identity, whether it's eco-friendly products for people that are super into the environment, or even cosplay clothing for anime enthusiasts. The main thing to take note of is that passion and emotion is what sells. Now, think about if your selected product has the potential for creating engaging content. You could even ask yourself, can I go ahead and create compelling videos for this product over a long period of time? The goal is to produce content that showcases your product and also tells a story that resonates with your audience. You really want to aim for content that makes people feel super compelled to share this with their friends and family. Okay, you've got the winning product criteria. Now the big question: how do you find the perfect product? First one is using Instagram Explorer. The strategy is actually really useful, but not many people are talking about it, and I'm not even sure why. Anyways, you want to keep an eye on products popping up on your Reels feed or in sponsored posts. And the more you interact with these product-based posts, the better Instagram is going to get at showing you similar types of content. So in essence, you're actually upping your odds of stumbling upon a potential winning product. The second approach is using TikTok, specifically the TikTok made me buy it hashtag. And here, you're looking for viral posts that hit our winning product criteria fully. Timing is everything, so filter your searches to 24 hours this week, or you could even do this month, to see relevant posts instead of old viral videos. When you start looking for products, try to keep your personal tastes out of the equation, because if I didn't do that, I'd probably be stuck selling surfing products and have zero success, and I probably wouldn't even be talking to you guys today. But if you just so happen to find an awesome product within a niche that you are completely in tune with, I guess that is a win-win. All right, now the fun part begins. I'm gonna start looking for products using both strategies, and I'll get back to you guys when I find something valuable. All right, after using both strategies, sifting through different videos on TikTok and Instagram, I stumbled upon this product on Instagram feed.
Pieces of snowboard gear I own. When snowboarding, I used to freak down a lot. Just to really cruising myself.
So this is quite a long ad. I think it might be over a minute, but essentially it's showcasing these padded compression shorts that you put under your ski pants. And when you fall, it's supposed to offer some sort of support on your tailbone and whatnot. What is really nice is that the ad showcases the product pretty much perfectly. That video went crazy viral organically, and I got targeted on paid ads from that video. It's a problem-solving product. You can create a bunch of content around this product, and it's within a very passionate niche. It checks off all the criteria to being a potential winning product, so this is the product I'm going to use to build out the brand. The next step is to create an identity for the brand. So we'll want to come up with a unique brand name that resonates with the ski and snow community. So let's hop into my computer and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so we're on to ChatGPT, and basically what I'm going to do real quick is grab as much information about my product as I can. Like this could be the listing right here, the AliExpress listing. This can be the competitor brand names, those product descriptions. Then I'll go ahead and ask ChatGPT to come up with a series of unique brandable names within the ski/snow community. And I'm feeding all this info into ChatGPT right now so that later when we start to work on the product page, it's going to be able to come up with a pretty good product description because it can retain all this information that I'm throwing in there. Here's information about my product along with examples of other brands selling the same product. Can you come up with 10 unique brand names that will resonate with the ski/snow community? All right, so this is what I came up with. We got Frost Guard gear, Slope Shield apparel, Alpine armor, Glacier Glide, Powder Pack Pro, Edge Echo outfits. I like this one here, number 5, Powder Packed Pro. So what I want to do really quickly is you could actually go ahead and refine this and say, okay, I like number 5, come up with 5 more that are very similar to this one. And then you can, try and see what you like best. You can add together 2 words to whatever you like. It's all up to you. But this is one that I like, Powder Packed. Probably not gonna put pro, maybe I'll name the product Powder Packed Pro. But before we can compromise on a name, I'm gonna do a quick search on GoDaddy just to make sure that the .com for Powder Packed is available. So all I really have to do is just go to GoDaddy, paste that in Powder Packed, and we'll see if powderpacked.com is available. And it is. Nice. So since this domain is not taken, I'll need to go ahead and purchase it so that when we open our Shopify store, we can connect this URL, which is the .com, to Shopify. All right, we are doing a good job. Now that we have a unique brand name and the .com is available on GoDaddy, I'm gonna really quickly create a Gmail account with this brand name so that we have a customer support contact. All right, perfect. So this is the Gmail account. It's been created. We have a name secured. We're ready to finally open up our Shopify store. And this is where the fun begins. Now, if we go to the description of this video or any one of my YouTube videos, for that matter, I'll make sure to always leave the exclusive links with the partners that I'm working with to get those discounts. Now, for Shopify, pretty cool. We get Shopify for only $1. That's definitely gonna help. Shopify is normally $39 a month. So we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of this offer, and I'm gonna sign up with that email that I just created. So yeah, Shopify for $1 for the next 3 months. I'm gonna go ahead and start the free trial, and then from here you could just skip all. And then wherever you are gonna base your business out of, we're gonna conduct business. I'm gonna sign up with this email that I just created. There we go. All right, nice one. We are now into the Shopify dashboard. What I'm gonna just do really quick to get it out of the way, I'm just gonna pay this $1 and skip that 3-day trial. I'm just gonna choose the basic. You don't need the other plans. I'm just gonna pay this really quick so that my store is visible, because if you don't pay it, then your store won't be visible. So I'm gonna go and do this right now, and I'll get back to you guys once I finish paying that $1. But you can see right here, $1 for the next 3 months. All right, we are all set. The Shopify store is open. Just pay that $1. My store is now visible. Now, how do we get that awesome product onto the Shopify store? I'm gonna be using AutoDS for this because it's gonna help me basically grab the AliExpress link with all the information that I need, then paste it on to the Shopify store. But at the same time, it's also going to act as a supplier for us. So anytime I get an order, if you get an order, since those SKUs will be linked up, each order that comes in will automatically get ordered and sent to your customer, plus the tracking information is going to get updated. It's going to make this whole process very seamless and a lot easier for us. Let's do that right now. In the description of any one of my videos, certainly this one, we just go here. We're going to get AutoDS. It's a 30-day extended trial. I'm going to go ahead and sign up with the email that I just created. All right, there we go. I'm going to join. All right, and of course, we want to sell on Shopify. All right, so here are the packages. And it's kind of just contingent on how many products you plan to import. I'm gonna just go with the most popular. We have that 30-day free trial. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put in my credit card information. Once that is all set up, I'll get back to you guys. All right, so now we are onto the AutoDS dashboard. I just gotta add the store really quick, install the app. Now you can see that the store is properly linked up. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that product from AliExpress. So I'm gonna copy this listing. I'm gonna head back to AutoDS. And then we're gonna go in, add products, add a single product. I'm just gonna paste that URL right here. We can go to edit now, or we can publish it straight to the store. I'm just gonna go ahead and publish it straight to the store, because after, when I'm gonna get ready to edit the product page, I can go ahead and do all that at once. So you could also even find different products on here that you want to sell. They got a product research tool right here. Once the orders come in, you'll be able to see them right here. They're going to populate on your dashboard as well. You buy the credits, and then you can set up an automation that fulfills every order for you. Like I was talking about earlier, automatically fulfills the order, updates the customer tracking information, makes everything just a lot easier for you. And the product has been imported right here. I could just go over to products on my Shopify store, and here we go. If we go onto the listing, we can edit everything once it's here. We don't have to do it on there, but here I can change the title, change the description, change which specific SKUs I want to activate and whatnot, change the pricing, all that. We can do this when we are ready to start editing the product page. With our snowboard, butt pad, compression shorts, whatever we want to call them, we need a product description that highlights key features like the fact that it's flexible and breathable, it has tailbone protection, and that it's lightweight. Basically the main selling points, and it needs to be voiced directly on the product page, both visually and within the product description. So for the copy, let's hop into ChatGPT and do that right now. And remember earlier when I said it'll be a good idea to throw all the information about the product? Well, this is where it is going to be handy. All right, so I went ahead and asked ChatGPT this prompt: create a compelling product description that is both engaging and informative. This is what it came up with. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this product description in there. And when I'm ready to start editing the theme, I'll reorganize everything and place the images to break up the monotony in the text. And while we're here, we might as well set up the nuts and bolts of this store so everything runs smoothly. We can go through all the settings really quick, starting from top to bottom. For payments, this is where you need to set up a processor that collects payments. What I recommend is adding both Shopify payments and PayPal. The thing is, people like to pay with PayPal because it is a credible payment gateway, as everyone knows. PayPal, massive company. And all you need to do is complete this setup. And the same thing for Shopify, just activate Shopify payments. The next one is shipping and delivery. So we can go ahead and set up zones. All these zones, they're going to be arbitrary zones that Shopify already sets up. You don't need any of these, so I'm just going to delete all of them for now. Your domestic doesn't really matter. It just depends on where you want to set it up. So if you live in Germany, but you want your domestic to be the US, that's completely fine. Just really depends on what you want to be charging your customers. I'm going to go in and create different shipping options, right? So first one, let's just do standard delivery, standard shipping. And I do like to charge for shipping and then create a free shipping minimum. I'm going to incentivize people to spend more money to get free shipping, right? They got to earn that free shipping. So let's just start off with charging $3.99 per unit. And this product, you can go ahead and look at the delivery option. So they have 13-day free shipping, which is nice. So that means that we could potentially charge people to expedite. So we could do something like priority processing. 13 days is actually really good. So we'll go ahead and set up a standard, and then we'll charge, let's just go $4.99, right? Let's do that, $4.99. And then we'll go ahead and do like a priority processing. This is just how fast we're processing the order. It's not like the product is actually going to get to them faster. I mean, it could, depending on how fast you process these orders. And the main thing is to make sure that you are sticking true to your word. So if you are charging people for faster processing, that you are going to, in fact, do that. Sorry, it's going to be 0 is the minimum price. And then the price is going to be, we do like something like $8.99 priority processing. And that should be good right here. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. Free shipping on orders $50 plus. Let's do that. So we're going to incentivize people to buy 2 units. And what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to sell each unit somewhere similar to the competitor, probably try and undercut them slightly. You can see that we can get each unit for $12.60. So going somewhere like $34.99 to $39.99 is totally fine. We're going to get people to try and buy 2 units to achieve that free shipping. So free shipping on orders 50 plus. Now, this is really important. Minimum price got to be $50, right? We have that set. We can do the same thing for international. I'll do like some international shipping. Base order price would be 0. We could charge something like $7.99 for international. And then we could go international shipping insured. And then of course, you want to put that in your shipment policy as well. 0, charge them like $11.99. What you could do, what I highly do recommend, is have a different free shipping minimum for international. So you can do free shipping on orders $50 plus for the US, and then free shipping on orders $7,500 plus for international. You of course have to, voice that within the header somewhere on the website. But just to make, just not to convolute anything, I'm just going to go in with 50 as well here. On my store, at least, we do free shipping on different rates, different free shipping minimums for international and domestic because it's going to be different pricing. This is going to be 50. Sorry, it's going to be 0, and then we're going to be charging 50 because it's free. And then that's all good. Shipping and delivery is done. Now the next thing for domain, pretty simple. All you have to do right here is go ahead and connect the existing domain that we purchased on to GoDaddy, and it's a pretty straightforward process. I don't think I need to walk you guys through this. It's very easy. Okay, so we're gonna skip this one. And then for policies, so policies, they made it a lot easier. Now you can create everything from the template. So I can go ahead and do this, create from the template. Man, she's snoring. This is funny. Say hello. Hi. Hello. Picked up a dog for my dad, an international dog. Funny. Okay, all right, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna set this up from the template, and that should be good. Of course, for the refund and return policy, you wanna change this up and make sure that aligns with how you wanna set this up, right? If you wanna accept 30-day returns, you can change it right here, manage it. You can do the same thing if you don't want free returns, no restocking fees, change this as needed. Now, next thing, privacy policy. You can pretty much create this from the template, so that's fine. So we can go into terms of service and create this one from the template. The shipping policy, this is where you do want to set up the shipping. So what you could do is look at the shipping options right here on AliExpress. So we can see that we have 13-day. So what I recommend is going into ChatGPT, right? So we can go into ChatGPT and say something like this. All right, so we can create something like this and say, my brand is powder packed. Our email is powderpackedshop@gmail.com. Our product delivers in 13 business days roughly. Create me a shipping policy. So we can use this. Like I said, when ChatGPT create stuff for you, don't use it as your sole brain, right? You can go ahead and change as needed. All right, so we'll see that it said that we only ship within the US. So then I'll go ahead and change it and say, we do ship international. All right, so it went ahead and fixed that. So I'm just gonna copy this. This is not perfect, so you can definitely change it, but this is just a basis, and I'm just using this as an example. Obviously I went copy and paste exactly. So you can do that. Then we'll go into contact information. We can create this from the template as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and save just like that. So now we have our policies, our store policies all set up. We're about 75% done with the back end of the store, but the most important part is what customers actually see when they're on our website. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and start editing our Shopify theme, and the goal is to create an appealing and easy to navigate store. Some really good themes that I recommend are Refresh, Sense, Dawn, and debutify. And since I'm currently using debutify on my main brand, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to set that up right now. And then same thing, we can go to any one of my YouTube videos right here, scroll right here, we have debutify, so it's gonna get us direct link over to the website to go ahead and download. So I'm gonna just try this for free really quick, create my account, and I'm gonna just go ahead and connect the store. So I'm gonna go back, I'm just gonna head over to online store, then I'm going to go to themes. I'm gonna go in and view the store, and then I'm gonna copy this .myshopify.com URL, head back to debutify, I'm gonna connect the store, and then paste it, connect, and just like that, I'm gonna download the 5.02. So I'm gonna download this theme. All right, so now the theme is downloading. I just head back into Shopify. I go to add themes right here, and I'm gonna upload the zip file and just drag and drop that easy. Upload file. All right, so now the theme has been uploaded. All I'd have to do, publish this theme. Let's go ahead and press the publish button. And now this is the main one that we can go ahead and customize when we are ready to customize. I almost forgot, but we need video creators to be ready to run ads and get traffic over to this store. And it's really important that the videos that we use properly showcase the product and at the same time grabs the attention of the person who we're gonna go ahead and target. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how nice the website is, if they don't have an interest to click on the ad, then we won't make any money. For good quality video ads, I'm gonna be using viral ecom ads. If you watch my last challenge video, which ended up doing really well, I used their TikTok split testing package. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I might as well do it right now because there is a lead time to get those video ads custom made for me. The one that I used was the TikTok split testing package. They have different video ad packages. You can get normal video ad packages, you can get image ads, UGC ads, animation ads, and then this VIP members is gonna allow you to get 75% off of all video ad packages and that 24-hour delivery. So I'm just gonna show you quickly which one I'm gonna get which is going to be video ad packages. Then we're going to go to the TikTok split testing package. The one that I'm going to do is the 3. I do need this. I do need the text, and I do need the voiceover. And basically how it works, you just place this order. Once you pay, you're going to submit a form with your AliExpress link for the product, which would be right here. So you're going to paste that in there, and then you're going to get the video the next day if you have the 24-hour delivery. If you don't, then it should take 1 to 3 business days. And then if you want to make any changes, you can go ahead and ask them for revisions. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this really quickly, and then I'll get back to you guys once I am done. So while my video ads are being edited by Viral Ecom Ads, I'm going to work on the website.
1 day later.
All right, guys, it is the next day. We're back, and I just received the video ads from Viral Ecom Ads. So we can go ahead and look at the first one from the TikTok split testing package.
Say goodbye to discomfort on the slopes with padded short pants.
All right, so that was the first one. Now let's look at the second one.
Ready to conquer the slopes? Meet your new best friend, padded short pants.
Okay, and then we can look at the last one.
Ski and snowboard in comfort and style with padded short pants.
Yeah, so you can see that more or less what it's doing is showcasing the product pretty well. It has 3 different hooks. So that's what I'm going to be using for paid ads. I just had to wait for them to send over the video. It took about a little bit less than 24 hours. Now that we have the video ads, we're going to be ready to get into the advertising portion. But I want to show you what I worked on last night and a little bit this morning. I completely finished the store, the theme editing process. So we can go to my Shopify dashboard. We'll go into the online store, and I'll show you what we worked on using that debutify theme. All right, so as you can see right here, I went with a pretty straightforward color scheme. It's just like a light blue or a turquoise on white. And generally when I'm creating my stores, I don't really want to mess too much with the colors. I just like to stick to a pretty straightforward color scheme. We can look at it was a 01 AED6 is what I use. It's like a turquoise. And let's just go ahead and start from top to bottom in terms of what I did work on. Now this is desktop, but you have to keep in mind that 99% of the people that are going to come and visit your website are going to be on their phone. So they're going to be mobile. So you want to be optimizing and editing your store on mobile. So for the most part, when I was editing, I was just in this view, right? Of course, you want the desktop to look good. There's going to be a small percentage of people that are on their desktop or move to their desktop, but for the most part, everyone nowadays is going to be on their phones, and we're running ads on platforms where basically everyone's on their phone. So this is what you do want to optimize it for. So for the logo here, it didn't really fit too well with this slideshow image that I used. I do have it at the bottom right here. So on the top, I just put the name of my brand. On the top, the header, of course, I added that call to action, which is free shipping on orders 50 plus. I'm incentivizing people to buy more than 1 unit to get that free shipping, to achieve free shipping, what we mentioned yesterday when we were setting up those shipping options. So I have that clear call to action on the top. And then I just have right here, this is just a simple slideshow, and I added just 1 image. And all you have to do to add that, I could just do add section, and then from here, add the slideshow, and then I could drag it up to the top, just right here. But for now, I already have it. So let's just delete it. And then from here, I added the shop now button. I just added an image right here, and then I put a series of text, which is gear up, glide on with the powder packed pro. And then for the copy, as we mentioned, with the product page and pretty much the entirety of all the wording within my website, I use ChatGPT for reference. I just went in and fed all the information about my product, as well as like my brand vision and what I'm selling and the community that I'm trying to target, and asked it for a series of copies. So this is kind of what it came up with. And from here, we'll notice that basically every single image with a text, these are basically all images with text, I broke it up with an image. So an image, then I have text, then I have the shop now, and then I have an image. That's generally what you want to do. It's a lot easier on the eyes instead of just writing paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. You don't really want people to be bored. You just want to feed them little pieces of information one at a time. So here, defy winners show with confidence, and I'm talking a bit about the product. And then I have, that clear product image right here. And if you notice with my whole website, I'm clearly targeting a specific group of people. So people that are into skiing, people that are into snow, I'm offering a clear solution for them. I have an image right here that showcases the technicalities of the shorts, that it's thick EVA hip pads for hip protection. And then, I have the broken up with a shop now and text. And then as we go down from the featured image to the image with text, and then we get down to the featured products, I would always recommend on your homepage to have your best selling product on the homepage, because oftentimes you'll still have people that, even though you direct them within your ad to your product page, they'll still go to your homepage to check it out and see what other products that you have. I always like to showcase my best selling products, or the product that I'm advertising first. I'll have a little bit of information about the product, and then I'll have the option right here for them to add to cart. So this is just a featured product. Same thing, I could add a section, and then I could choose a featured product right here. And then, I'd be able to add my specific product in there. Now the same thing, I could add a featured collection. So if I decided with this product to add a few more products, I would add a featured collection somewhere in the mix of this, right? You could even add it right here. So then you would have a series of other products that you could potentially upsell. And this is something that I highly recommend, is to have some other products in there. But, for the sake of this example, I just wanted to keep it as straightforward as possible. But generally, you would want to have a featured collection, a product that you'd be able to upsell pretty well with this product. Maybe some compression pants, maybe like a back brace, but it all has to be specific to your niche. You don't want to convolute your website and add all different kinds of products. You don't want to add a product for a completely different niche. I want to add like skateboarding products and whatnot. So just stick to what is most similar and what you would see people adding to cart with this unit right here. That would be if I want to add a featured collection. And then if we go here, we can see that I added that guarantee. And then as we're at the footer, I talked about earlier, I added the logo. And then these are just menus. So I created these menus earlier, so I could show you really quick how I did that. But as we can see, as we get to the footer right here, we can see that these are the menus. So it's very simple. The way to create a menu would just be to add a block right here, and then you create a menu, and then you'd have to select a menu that you went ahead and created. So I am going to show you how I went about doing that. So here, if we just go back, and then as we go into the online store, so you remember in the settings when we went ahead and created all of our policies. So now I linked up various pages. So I had the FAQs, which I added here. I did an about us, I had the contact. And then if we go into the navigation, this is where I pieced together all the menus. So the customer care, which is what you would see here, is the first series of menus. It's the about us, the contact us, the FAQs, and then the track order. So that was all under pages that I can then go ahead and add to this menu bar. You see right here, so I'll just add that. And then the same thing, I had to add this main menu, which is on the top right here. So this is going to be the selector right here. So this is the main menu right there. I could interchange this with something else, but for now this is most fitting. So this was the main menu. It encompassed the home, the shop here, or the shop now, the about us, the contact us, and the FAQs, and then the terms and policies. Remember, we created that yesterday. And so for that, all I'd have to really do is add each menu item. So I could, if I wanted to add the privacy policy or whatever, I could go to my policies and then add the privacy policy. And then, take that, boom, there. But I already did that one, so I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, so now we created our little menu bar. And then from here, all I had to do, if we go down back to the footer, I just had to place that in here. And so right here, the customer care was that menu that I just spoke about. Then we have the terms and policies that is select here. So you always want to have that somewhere at the footer. So yeah, you do want to have these menus somewhere on your footer. This is probably really the only place you would put it. You wouldn't put it up at the top or, in the middle of your product page. You definitely want to have it at the footer so people can get an idea of, how they can contact you, the shipping policy, the refund policy, all that jazz. And then here I just added something extra, which is like a little secure checkout guarantee. Then you can add your social medias, etc. So that's it for the home page. And if we want to go to the product page, we can just go in and hit shop now. And then this is the only product that I have right here. And then the product page is pretty self-explanatory. I would recommend sticking with anywhere from 2 to 7 photos. Anything more than 7 photos is just going to be overwhelming for the customer, because at least in my example, the way that I like to do it is break up the product description with a series of texts and images like this. And sometimes I like to do GIFs. So if you watched any of my other videos, I've added some GIFs in there as well. But this is pretty similar to the homepage, but I added a little bit more detail in here. And if we go over the pricing, so the pricing I did $44.99, and then the compared to price is $51.99. Now, a lot of times I see people doing a drastic difference in terms of the compared to the retail. When you do something like $199 to $44.99, for the most part, unless it's a crazy holiday like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, something like that, then people are going to get very skeptical, and you don't want them to be skeptical for obvious reasons. I added the sizing chart, so you have the small, medium, large. I priced them all the same, and then I added the add to cart button, a shaky add to cart, and then we have the sticky add to cart that comes with the theme. So if I just went to the advanced settings of this theme, and then I scrolled down to the Debutify standard add-ons, we'll see somewhere here it should say the sticky add to cart. Yeah, so the sticky add to cart was right here. So that was added, and that definitely helps with reminding people. And it's just these little things that really help increase your conversion rate. This is very similar to how I structure my main brand store, just trying to keep it as simple as possible, but at the same time trying to make sure that the store is aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, this is pretty much the main gist of the store. Didn't take me too long to work on it. As you can see, it's nothing crazy. I didn't have to do some insane coding, which is really nice. I just used that Debutify theme. Yeah, so we have the store that is already completely done. We have the ad creatives. Now we are ready to start driving traffic to this product page right here to make some sales. So I have the theme of my Shopify store completely customized. It looks really good. I do have the video creatives from Viral Ecom Ads. Now I'm ready to start driving traffic to the store so we can get into the advertising portion. Also, I do want to mention that I'm going to be giving away this store to one lucky person, and all you have to do to enter is like the video. You have to be subscribed and let me know a place you want to travel to in 2024. And the winner of the last giveaway is Vlad-WX8NF. Just send me a message on Instagram and I will send you the details to the store. We're about 90% done. Nice job. Just stick with me for a little bit longer. But now we're on to a part of the model where most people tend to find the most trouble. Advertising, getting the right people to see our ad and then to motivate them to purchase. And for my preferred advertising method, I'm gonna be using TikTok ads. So let's hop right back into my computer and we'll go through the exact setup process step by step. I don't know if you guys already know, but TikTok is doing like this crazy offer where they can give you up to $1,500 back on whatever you spend on ads. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now. I have a link in my description. So I'm just gonna use the one where I'm located. So I am gonna be conducting business in the US. So let's go through the whole setup process right now. I'm gonna go and hit this link right here, which is get up to $1,500 in free TikTok ad credit. And now let's get started and create an account. So I'm gonna go get started and I'm gonna use the email that I created for my business and continue. And then all this doesn't really matter too much, but I'm just gonna select e-commerce and then I'm gonna accept that really quick. Gonna put my state, California, and then I'm gonna head into the ads manager. All right, so now we are into the ads manager, but we need to create a pixel and make sure that it's synced up to Shopify. Really easy to do this. So I'm gonna head back onto my Shopify store. And then from here, I'm gonna go into the apps and then I'm gonna type in TikTok app right here. I'm gonna install it. All right, cool. So now we're gonna go ahead and set this up right now. I'm gonna connect and I'm just gonna use those same logins that I used to create my account. So yeah, just like that, connect, bam, just make sure that that is linked up. Make sure that the numbers were properly selected. Let's go end of 5.8. Ending with 5.8, ending with 5.8, 1209. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And then sure, you do want to select maximum. So this is essentially your pixel. We want TikTok to pick up the max amount of data. And essentially what your pixel is and what you really need to make sure that this is set up properly is it's like a little piece of code that you place on, TikTok's going to place on the back end of your Shopify store to ensure that every single event, this could be a website purchase, this could be an add to cart, this could be a website visitor, that's all going to be tracked by TikTok so that we can then later use that information for retargeting, lookalike audiences, the whole 9 yards, to where TikTok optimizes for people that actually want to make purchases. And over time, as you collect more and more data, the pixel is going to be able to run more efficiently, and you're going to end up getting purchases at a much cheaper rate because it knows who it needs to be targeting to make you money. From here, just going to go ahead and continue. It is now going to be creating the pixel for you and then the finish of this setup process. So that's all done. It is now synced up. So we are ready to create our first campaign. So for this campaign, we're going to go with a more straightforward approach. What is working really well for me right now with TikTok ads, we're going to be doing, I'm going to go in with custom mode. And then for here, we want to be selecting the advertising objective that is going to be most beneficial to us. And for us, we want to get website conversions. We want to get sales. Now, product sales is going to be for TikTok Shop. Don't have that right now. So I'm just going to do website conversions. And here is where I'm going to select the smart performance campaign. Essentially what TikTok is going to do, its algorithm is going to find out who it needs to target in order for us to get purchases. We're going to start out with this. Here, I'm just going to name it Smart Performance, and then we can go in with the ads. So 3 ads. We're going to go in continue. This is very straightforward. It's not hard at all. And that's essentially what TikTok is doing. It's trying to promote the ease of advertising and make sure that you're really only putting all of your attention to the creative side of things, right? So we'll go ahead and now select our pixel. Now keep in mind that where it says right here, no recent activity, it's just because we created the pixel. Now, if you were to make a test purchase today, go onto the website and start to, play around with it, it's going to be able to track it. And instead of that saying no recent activity, it's going to say active, all good to go. This isn't much of an issue right now, so don't worry about it. You're not going to have any data because you just created it. Make sure that your pixel is the correct pixel, because if it isn't, then you're screwed up. And then we're going to go with complete payment because we want to get, we're optimizing for people that actually make purchases. This is the same thing as purchase. Then we're going to go on to placements. I like to generally turn off video download because you have people that will take your exact video that you're running ads on and then go and run ads by themselves. So this would be other people that are drop shipping. So we don't want them to do that. We don't want to make it as easy for them. The next thing, I'm going to go with the audience targeting. Now, this is where you really have to do your due diligence and starting to do a little bit of research on who this product might be for. In my case, I'm obviously not going to be targeting people that live in areas where there's no snow, right? I'm not going to be targeting people in Africa, right? So you have to do your due diligence. Now for me, I'm going to start out with US and Canada, and it's kind of a perfect time of the year. It's winter, it's cold as heck. So there's a lot of snow in these areas. That's just about all we have to do. The languages, just leave it as all, it doesn't really matter too much. And then the budget, we can go $50. They're going to say, do $70 because it's suggested. Of course, they're going to say that because they want you to spend money, right? So $50 is going to be no different than $70. Really, it's only $20 difference per day. The optimization goal is going to be conversions. And then here, as we are now onto the creative, this, the TikTok Spark ads is basically where you can link up an account that you own or an account that you get authorization for to run ads on. Now, in this case, you don't have that. We're going to go in and upload our videos. Right here are my 3 videos for my TikTok split testing package. So I'm just going to download these, and this is what I'll be using for the creative side of things. All right, nice. So from here, we can go ahead and create a custom identity. For me, it's going to be my brand name, Powder Packed. I'm going to create that, and then you of course add your logo right here, or an image that resembles your brand or your product. From here now, I'm going to go ahead and upload the videos. So let's just do that right now. So I'm going to go with the first one. I'll upload it, and this is going to be my first creative. So once this uploads, I'm going to be able to upload the other 2. All right, let's upload that one. So as simple as that, upload. All right, so we have our 3 video creatives right here. This is what we're gonna be putting to the test against each other. So over here, we're not gonna be putting so much information. Now, what I do recommend is to just keep it very simple. You can do something like this, limited quantity, and then I would recommend adding at least 3 of these. So just in case it fatigues a bit, we're giving TikTok a chance to input a little bit more variations of the text. So then I can do something like this, get yours now, and then I could add something like this, on sale. I wouldn't recommend saying these are the best shorts for any snowboarder and putting a whole entire description in here, because it's not going to show up well. If we look and watch one of these videos, how is it going to fit in this small little text? So just keep it as simple as possible, and that's what TikTok is trying to push you to do, right? So when you're watching these TikTok videos with a massive text in front of the video, it's just going to make everything a bit more difficult for the viewer to actually see what you're trying to promote. We don't want to add massive amounts of text right here. So keep it really simple, which is nice. And then from here, we're going to go on to the website URL where we're going to direct the traffic to. And of course, that is going to be our product page. We want people to land on the product page, right? So that's what I'm going to do. You can do a product page or you can do a collection page, but in this case, I only have 1 product on here, so I'm going to go direct to the product page. If you have a whole series of products that are somewhat similar, maybe throw it to the collection page. But you also have to take into account that when you take them straight to the collection or the product page, you're going to have less friction versus the collection page, because from the collection page, they would have to obviously, you know, if we notice here, they'll have to go ahead and select the product and then go to the product page. So it's 1 extra step. And even though it's only 1 extra step, it's going to reduce conversion. So just make sure that if you do have a product page that you're directing them, or a collection page that you're directing them to, make sure it's for good reason and you have some solid products backed in there. Right here, you'll notice that there's going to be a little warning sign. Same thing. In the last 7 days, no optimization events were received. We just created a pixel, like I said, so you're not going to have any data there. So don't worry about it, and just make sure that this is the right one once you go ahead and preview it. And that's just about all we have to do. We have our 3 different video ads that we're putting the test against each other, and then we have our 3 different ad copies. And so all I would have to do now is submit the campaign. It's going to go in review, and once it gets approved, it's going to start spending $50 a day until you turn it off. So just make sure that you don't have it on forever, because then it's just going to continue to spend money. It's not going to stop. Make sure that you're looking at each conversion metric. I recommend the CPM, the CPC, the CTR, and the return on ad spend. And then of course you want to have your total spend in there so you know how much you're spending. Yeah, that's pretty much it for creating the campaign. That's all we really had to do. For those of you guys that are looking to learn as much as you possibly can and meet new like-minded individuals and network, I'm so stoked to announce that I've built a free course. I finally finished it, and a private Discord e-commerce community. I'll make sure to leave a link to the access below in the description. I'll be in there. You guys can ask any questions that you have, but we've covered pretty much everything from selecting a winning product to setting up your own store and getting ready to launch your first ad campaign. If you made it this far, you are already ahead of the game. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.